In this video, we're going to cover the inbuilt filters that Pivro has on the Explore page. These can be found on the left-hand side. As we scroll down, I'll go through each one and just have a little explanation of what they do. So as we get towards the bottom of the Explore page, the first one that we see is Repossessed. If we want to select Repossessed, we just click on the little slide button. That turns blue. Now you've done that, Pivro will filter out all the properties within your system that have been identified as potential repossessed properties. As we scroll back up, we can now see the properties and a tag appearing saying repossessed on each one. And now Pivro will present the properties to us in this list that have been repossessed. Next up, we've got modernisation. Again, if we hit that slide button on, so that will turn blue and the system will update with all the properties on the right hand side that it is identified that there is potential to add value. So although it's labelled modernisation, it doesn't always mean that the property needs work doing to it. Could be that the property is actually in good condition, but it's got potential for extension, conversion, or to be able to gain planning to be able to put a separate dwelling in. As you will see on the right hand side, needs TLC tag has appeared on each property, and this indicates obviously that there is potential to add value. Again, you've got the ability to market to all these properties if your strategy is looking for properties that you could add value to, whether that be for yourself, for a client, an investor, etc. Either way, it's a very good filter to be able to use to be able to identify great investment properties. So we go on to the next filter, click cash buyers only. So now as we can see on the right hand side, these properties have got this orange tag appear saying cash buyers. So again, Pivro has identified these properties require a cash purchase. That will be based on the keywords that the agent has placed into the advert of each property. Next filter, we have HMO. Now the HMO filter, essentially what Pivro does, it looks for properties that are currently a HMO, previously a HMO, or potential to be a HMO. So as you can see, again, the green tag HMO has appeared. So if your strategy is looking for potentials or current HMOs, then this is a great filter for you to be able to utilize and market to these properties. Next up, quick sale. So as you can see on the right hand side, we can see the red tag quick sale. So again, Pivro has identified within the description that the agent has stated that it's required for this property to be a quick sale. Great strategy if you've got a cash buyer ready to go, looking for their next investment, looking for some kind of deal. Often vendors that are looking for a quick sale would offer some kind of discount, which means that you or your investor are able to get a cracking deal. Negative equity filter. Now Pivro looks at the property price and it looks at the previous purchase price, and if the current price on the market is less than what it was previously bought for, then it identifies that property as potential negative or very little equity. The vendor is selling at a loss, therefore it could be that that property is in negative equity and you can approach it in a slightly different way. Some investors look for lease options or rent to buy properties. Using the negative equity filter would be the way to go if you was looking for lease options and rent to buy properties. Essentially, you're able to help out the vendor by giving them a delayed sale and potentially giving them more than what they're currently asking. And that's it for the individual filters. Obviously, each filter has its value, but you also have the option to be able to add each filter in at the same time if you should wish. As always, if you need any support with the filters, at the bottom right of every screen you always have the support button, and our team will be able to assist you in any way that you require.